thanks everyone for joining here. Hi, thank you so much for coming to today's session, and I hope you and your family is healthy and well during these unprecedented times. My name is Mary Angela Sorpoles, and an application analyst here in Singapore, and also a Microsoft MVP. And also, I'm part of Microsoft Humans of IT Ambassador. So I love to read books during my free time and watch movies and anime. And also, you can find me on Twitter, LinkedIn, and my blog by scanning the QR code below on this. So that's me. So today we are going to explore mixed reality and its component and power ups. And then we are going to explore the requirements needed to get started. And also, we are going to create an app and explore some business case scenarios that we could apply the mixed reality in our application. So mixed reality has become a crucial part of our digital transformation. So it helps business visualize and interact with digital objects in the real world. We can easily view the products we order online, take measurements, and easily visualize them from our home or business area instead. So most of the current mobiles are augmented reality capability. So without the use of HoloLens or other AR wearable capability devices, we can experience augmented reality through our cell phones, and how we can build an application with mixed reality and use our phones to visualize the products and takes measurement. So to do that, Power Platform is a low-code platform, so we can easily build application, workflow automation, visualize data, and creating a bot with the use of Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agents, and Power BI. So we can also easily infuse AI as well in our applications. As Power Platform has been rapidly growing, so one of the features that has been added and still in public preview is mixed reality. So it's still in public preview, so we recommend not to use it in your production application yet until it reaches to general availability. So there are four components that are available: view in 3D objects and 2D images, so view in MR, measure in MR, and view shapes in MR. So these three components, the view in MR, 2D, and 3D objects, so you can view 3D content and images in mixed reality. The view shape, it helps you view shapes by using its width, height, and depth properties in the mixed reality. Measure in MR, so it will take a measurement in the real world without the use of the measure and tape. And also view in 3D, it is a viewing a 3D content. So one of the business case scenarios is when I click this mixed reality button. This is using the measure NMR component. So it will open the live feed camera to take the measurement of these two glass cases as I want to change it to a bookshelf. So I just point the device from point A to point B, take the measurement in centimeter, and filter the available bookshelf from the measurements that I get. So I could view it in 3D objects. That's another component. And then also you can zoom in and zoom out, and then view in MR components to visualize the object in the real world. And from there, I can take a photo from it. So this photo, you can send it to your customer or to your supplier for your an approval. So to build this mixed reality and power ups, so there are some requirements that we need uh, to check because it's still in public preview. So you might need to enable the mixed reality feature in each of your Canvas app. And then you need to have a mixed reality capable device, AR core capable device phones. And then the supported file type for the 3D objects is .glb file. And of course, that your data source should be course compliant URLs. So you need to check the course compliance that you have, the settings that you have in your business area. So let's do some demo. So let me share my screen. Okay. So this one is our simple app. So this is just a simple app. So please ignore the UI and stuff. So here, so from here in your Power Apps, if you go here in the settings, Unfortunately, I can't find the mixed reality um, in the preview features, but I need to check into what's the reason behind. Probably it's in the GA, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so usually it will go here in the mixed reality. You will see the uh, mixed reality settings here. And then from there, you will see the mixed reality under here in the insert category. So you will have here so you will have the view in MR, view shape in MR, measure in MR, and the view in 3D component is available under the media. So you will have here the view in 3D. So it's still in preview. Also, you could view it here in the left navigation. So you could see it here as well. Insert. You will see the mixed reality here, view in MR, view shape, measure, as well as the view in 3D. Now, to do that simple app, okay, so what I have here is this one is a measure in MR because I want to take a measurement using the length, and then get that measurement to filter the furniture list that I have, which my data source is this one, SharePoint. So I have here the list of all the furniture that is available in my store. Let's say I am a furniture store. And then this data here, um, I attach the .glb file. So I have here the 3D objects here. So each of the list item that I have an attachment, which is .glb. And then, so what I need to do here, so I just insert this measure in MR, and then the properties, as you will see here. So if you go here in advanced, and let me select that one, 3D, okay. So the properties, so if you insert this one, you could change the display type to icon plus text, or text. So if you use the icon plus text, you can change the text here. Let's say take measurement. Let's say, yeah, I already have used the measurement. Take a measurement. Just a sample one. And then for this demo, I'll just use the icon, and then I make it smaller. And then the unit of measurement that I use is centimeter. So you could use feet, inches, and meters. And then the measurement type, you could use the area and volume, distance, and volume. So for this demo, I'm going to use the distance, and then I'm going to use the length properties later. And then I set the advanced on change, and under the advanced settings, I set the on change of this component. So I set a variable. Let me check. Let me make it a bigger one. Okay, so I set a variable width in centimeter to a value of this one. Oh wait, sorry. Okay, so I set the variable width in centimeter to the value of first measurement, measure MR in MR component to the length. So I'm going to get that. So when I'm taking a measurement, so I will get the value of the measurement that I get from using this component. And then I'm going to save it to a variable said with centimeter. And then this within centimeter, I put it here in the label. So it will display to me, it will display what is the centimeter that I get from using this component. And then, so I use the text. So I set it to width in centimeter. And then I have here the browse catalog. The only thing that it does is it will navigate it to the second screen. So the second screen that I have here is a gallery. And then the gallery, the items here comes from a furniture list, which is the SharePoint list that I have here. And then the fields that I have here is I use the price, description, title, and then the length, width, and centimeter. Length, width. I only use length and width because in my furniture list I have this width and then height. So I'm going to use it here to filter that out later. And then, so if I navigate this one, it will open another screen. So if I select that gallery, it will open as a third screen. So what I have here, this one is a view in 3D component. So I insert it from here. So I use this one. And then the source for this one, because this is view in 3D, view in 3D is only a 3D. I need the 3D components for this one. So the 3D source for this one comes from the first gallery that selected that attachment value. So this one comes from this one, from this gallery. So if I select this one, the shelf 2 plane, or yeah, shelf 2 plane. So if I select this one, there is an attachment value, which is the 3D component, the 3D object of this item. So this is the source, and then I insert another gallery here so that it will display all the details of the second screen, the gallery one. So what I have here is the image, description, and the title. And then I have here the view in MR. This one is view in MR. So the properties for this one is, if I go here, okay, so the text is view in MR, and then the advanced. So the source is the first gallery that selected the attachment value. So so the value for the source for this one is from the attached file of the items. And so, and because I want to take photos or screenshots of the view and MR that I have in mixed reality. So, and under on change, there is a properties in view and MR photos. So if it's blank or error, view and MR photos. So if it's empty, if it's blank, if it's not blank, I'm going to collect all the photos that I took using this view and MR component, and then collect it and put it in the photos collection. And so and then I insert another gallery, which is this one, and then the items is the photos that I collect from this view and MR. So that's how you build this one. So let's say you don't have any 3D objects and you want to use the 2D images. So instead of using this the source one, under the source, let's say you don't have the attached 3D objects. So you could use the image of the item. So you could use we are going to use image, right? So shift enter. Oh, sorry. Shift enter. So I'm going to use first. Sorry. I'm going to use gallery one that selected that image. So instead of the 3D objects, that it will instead of 3D objects, it will display an image into the real world. So it will look like this. If I switch to this one, so this one is using the. If I'm going to use the 3D objects, this is the one that I showed earlier. So it will take a measurement and then submitted, browse the catalog, so the available measurement that I get, and then it will view the 3D objects, and then And then in the view and MR, it will display the 3D objects that I shown a while ago in the view in 3D. So this one is a 3D objects. And then let's say you don't have the 3D objects. So here you could use an image. So this is the one that I mentioned a while ago. So this one is using an image instead of a 3D. So even though you don't have a 3D objects, you can still use an images. Let's say you don't want to have any images. You could use a shape to view. You could also use the shapes. So let's say if we go here, we are going to insert. Let's say you don't have. Wait, sorry. Okay. Let me zoom in. So we could place a shape here. So if you, so we are going to insert the view shape, place a cube. This property is the same as the measure in MR. So you could you could choose a text here. So let's say view shapes. And then display type, you could have the icon or icon plus text or text. So it depends on your preference. So let's say in my end, I'm going to use the icon plus text because they have the same icon. So it's kind of a bit confusing. And then let me try to fix that one. Okay, let me move it a bit. Okay, so the view shapes here. So under the shape width, height, and depth, so we are going to use the value from our SharePoint list. This is so we are going to use the under the width. Wait, oops, sorry, width. Okay, shape depth. So we are going to use this item that with depth, and then under shape height, instead of 1, we are going to use this item that height, and then width, we're going to say use it as well. Width. So using this properties, the shape, width, height, and width. So it will display the exact width, height, and depth of this furniture in the real world instead of using the 2D images, or I mean your images or your 3D object. So if we play this one, this is what it looks like. Okay, let me show. If we select this modern shelf, so if I place a cube, it will look like this one. So instead of 3D objects or images, so you will have a cube instead, or a rectangle. Now, I have another case that I play around, or you could also explore more about it. This one, I used the object detection. So I used the AI Builder object detection. And then what I have here is, if I play this one, if I have a toy, let's say I'm a toy store. I have a toy store, and then I want to see the exact the 3D objects of this this image. I mean this image that I have. I have this toy that I want to see it online because I can't visualize it in a 2D image. So I want to see if there is an available 3D objects for this one. So what I have here, I use that AI Builder. So let me play this one. So if I select that one, so let's say I'm a customer and I have these images like I want to see it in a 3D view. So I want to check if there is an available 3D objects for this one. So let's say I have this one. And now they have 3D objects. So I can appreciate this object. Okay. Yeah, the model takes longer. So just ignore for that one. Oops. So now I have the 3D object. Now I can appreciate this object. So let's say, I think I love this one because it's so detailed that other than the images that I have. So now I could use with this. I will buy this object. So it will easy for the users or the customers or the business users to visualize the things that they want. So isn't pretty cool? So what I have here actually is I have here I use this one, the SharePoint list. So I have the SharePoint list that I have here, and then I attached the 3D object of this toy, and then I use the model, the object detection model, and then I train this model until it will reach to the score of 100. I'm not sure why it's 100, but it's pretty cool that it reads the 100% confidence. And then in my Power Apps, so I just insert the object detection, which is here, insert AI builder. So I use the object detector. Please note that this is a premium connector. So yeah, you need to check your license. And so the properties for this one, I use the AI model, which is Katana collection. And then the collection, this is the one, the AI builder that I just trained. So so I'm going to use this model. And then because the properties of the object model has a result and then tag ID, so I insert a gallery, and then in the gallery, the items here is the object detector dot result. So this one is the tag name and then the tag ID. So I did a tweak here. So I saved the name and the tag ID in my SharePoint list, this one. And then I insert another gallery here, which this gallery, what it does is it filters the product details, which is this one, the SharePoint list. And then I filter it out to a gallery that selected the tag ID, which is this one. And then the tag ID that I have in my SharePoint list. So you could use any data source that you have, but in my end, I used SharePoint for this one. And then because the view in 3D component, it uses media, the attachment. It could be a media content or what's the proper term for that one? Wait, oh, forgot. As long as it has a media content and the source should, if let's say it's a media content or attached content, attachment, you always should have the a press, this one, a press, and then the data source. Oh, I mean, this one. So you should have this one so that if you have this one, it means the view 3D component will run. So that's why I use the attached value from the SharePoint list. And then okay, so the source for this view 3D component, so I use this gallery 5, and then first gallery 5 that selected the attachment dot value. And then that's how I come up with this simple scenario. So my conclusion is so it is easy how to build or create an application with mixed reality and power apps without the use of code. So it's just only easy breezy, and And if you want to learn more about building mixed reality and power apps, so you could try and check this reference. And also, you could connect with me on Twitter and LinkedIn. Thank you so much.